Dr. Tim, can you walk us through maybe a little bit of about histamine, where it comes from, and why is the body releasing histamine?
Yeah, so we already did an episode on mast cell activation syndrome, but one of the biggest, I guess, avenues that our body will release histamines is through mast cells. So mast cells are just immune system cells that whenever we come across allergens of some sorts, whether that's, we breathe them in, whether we touch them, you name it, whether we eat them, our bodies will produce, or I'm sorry, our mast cells will produce histamine. Found in all kinds of connective tissues. So they're found in the lining of, your sinuses, your mouth, your skin, your lungs, all those things. And the goal is to basically just block those allergens from getting into the body. And that's where we will get a runny nose, or we'll get swelling in our sinuses, or we'll get a cough because our body is just trying to eject all of these allergens from our body. There are some more significant conditions that can arise as a result of allergies that we can get into, like eosinophilic esophagitis, things like that, where it's swelling in the esophagus to try to stop these things from getting in, which is not great. But there's plenty of ways that it works. Beyond that, there are also cells. If you have blood work that says like CBC with differential, you have all the different 5 types of white blood cells on there, and the most or the least abundant white blood cell that we have is called basophils. Basophils are what are called granulocytes, and the granules that they contain actually help release histamines. So we will release histamines from mast cells and basophils in response to things that our body just doesn't like, that typically aren't infections, but those things are on the list. You can have histamine response to infections. That would be more so an internal issue as opposed to pollen or foods or mold or whatever other things you could think of beyond infections. So anyway, that's what causes that. It's so with allergies, there's something that we call a positive feedback loop. So that is basically where when your cells release histamines, they will upregulate release of more histamines. So it's kind of like saying, or I guess when you're a little kid and your mom says, "Quit scratching that," and the kid just keeps scratching, scratching, scratching. The more that you scratch something, the more that your body will release histamines at that site. And so it just says, "Hey, there's histamines. Let's just make more. The more that we release, and our body senses it." So it can be difficult to break the cycle of allergies if you do not know how to go about it properly.